Bhaskar Patil from Mumbai. Today we are going to deal with the second part of environmental management. In last class, we have studied about the climate and weather. Weather is a short-term effect at a particular period, at a particular time, at a particular place. But when we talk about climate for a particular area, it is a long-term effect. That is, it is an average of many years atmospheric condition in the particular area. Why is this essential to know about climate? See students, human progress is all related to the conducive climate and the geography, the physiography of the area as well as the climatic conditions of the area. It is very essential for the diet of the individual or the food that they eat, the clothing, the occupation that is carried out in particular area. It all depends on the climatic conditions of the particular area. Keeping all this in mind, since past, human race has generated a particular schedule for carrying out various activities. Okay, say for example, during rainy season, the crops are being, fields are plowed and seeds are sown. Okay, whereas during the winter season, they are harvested. So, and we all know that we have different types of crops depending upon the weather conditions. Like we have kharif crops and we have rabi crops. Even in the areas which are drought prone, that is where the availability of water is less, the plants grown in that areas are majorly the plants which requires very less water for their growth and development. Whereas in the areas where plenty of rainfall or water is available, the plants that require good quantity of water like rice, sugar cane, and the other things are grown. Okay. Hence, scientists find it very necessary to study climate in view of its effects on agricultural production. While doing this, or while ascertaining the climate of particular region, it is very essential to review the earlier studies of various aspects of climate. Most of the countries in the world have established meteorological departments for making and recording such observations. Okay. The climate decision of the climate or the climatic forecast is done based on the study of the average, that is whatever the climatic conditions are there in the past, as well as what change is taking place within the years till now. And for this, many countries has set up particular institutes. The institute that studies the climate or the weather, they are known as meteorological departments. They have been set up by many of the countries. In this class today, we are going to learn more about these meteorological departments and the work carried out by them. Okay. Weather forecast becomes very easy when the climatic conditions of present are analyzed with the reference to the past climatic conditions. Means how the climate has been changed from so many years. Say for example, if we talk about Mumbai especially, we all know that the climate in the Mumbai is hot and humid type of climate as we are in the coastal areas. In the earlier days, we had proper rainy season, winter season, and summer season for a particular durations. But if we talk about the climate of Mumbai in the present scenario, see, winters has become a very short-term thing. We can like we feel this winter chilly colds only for say 15 days to 1 month period of time. Okay, whereas in the earlier days it used to be for 3 to 4 months of the winter period. If we talk about rainy season, in the earlier days rainy season was limited for 4 month period of time. That was, it starts from June and it ends till the September. Okay, but nowadays we are experiencing rain even during the Diwali period, that is even in the October and November period. And it may start raining at any period of the moment in the year. Okay, see, like in this year we have faced rain since the end of May. 15 days before the June has started, the rain has started with the onset of the Takute cyclone. Okay, so it is very essential to analyze the present climatic scenarios with the past climatic scenarios before the forecasting of the climate of particular area. As the climatic condition, the forecasting of climate depends on various aspects like temperature, you have humidity, the visibility, clouds, air, atmospheric pressure. All these things are considered for forecasting or reviewing the climate. It is very complex phenomenon. Forecasting is easy for the places where the changes are very slow and limited. Okay, but it becomes difficult in the areas where the climate changes very rapidly. Say, for example, if we go in the northern area, that is in the Himalayan valleys, the climate changes within a moment. It might start raining anytime, sorry, it may start snowy anytime, or it may be hotter over there. Okay, so in certain areas, the climatic changes are very rapid. So in that areas, forecasting of climate becomes very difficult. Now, how is this done? Forecasting of climate. As I said, meteorological departments have been set up by various countries in the world. They have a very well equipped observatories where the observation of each and every factor related to weather and climate is done, for which various equipments are being used. Say, for example, for measuring the pressure of the air, barometer is used. Okay, then for calculating the wind speed, wind gauge is used. For calculating the rain, amount of rain in the particular area, rain gauge is used. See, you can see the water is collected in this. So water is collected in this. There is a measuring cylinder, and within a given particular time, how much ml of water is been collected in that. According to that, rainfall predictions or forecasting is done. In the snow area, there are snow gauges to calculate the temperature and humidity of the soil. There are sensitive humidifiers or humidity recorders. Nowadays, there are mixed type of instruments which are used for studying the different aspects of the environment by the one instrument itself. Okay. Now, what is meteorology? It is a science that studies the interrelationship between the various components of environment. What are these components? They are natural cycles. What comes in natural cycle? Water cycle. Then you have carbon cycle. Then you have nitrogen cycle, all these nutrient cycles are being studied in the predictions of the climate. They also study geological movement of the earth. Now, when we talk about geological movement of the earth, we all know there are 7 continents, okay, and there are tectonic plates under the earth crust, in the earth crust. These tectonic plates keep on moving. You have studied this in geography, okay. Now, due to movement of these tectonic plates, the land forms or the continents that we have, they keep on moving from one place to the other place. It is very slow process. It takes years and years to happen, but yes, that movement happens. Even when we talk about the rotation of the earth or revolution of the earth, all these are known as geological movement, that is movement of the earth and the earth crust. Even this is studied by meteorological department. Then wind speed, climate. Okay, when we talk about climate, recordings of temperature, recording of the pollutants in the atmosphere. Okay, we have air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, water pollution. All these is studied by the meteorological department. Speed of the wind, pressure of the air, all this is studied by meteorological department. Now, you might have the question, why the pressure or speed of the wind? Now, see, every year there are one or the other types of cyclones or the tornadoes or the earthquake and different natural calamities that are taking place worldwide. Okay, even there are forest fires and all. So all this depends on the climatic condition. See, earthquake, it depends on the movement of the tectonic plates. When we talk about the temperature, the temperature of the changing temperature, it depends upon the pollutants and the human activities. Okay, then cyclones, tornadoes, these all are because of the pressure belts that are developed in the atmosphere, the air pressure belt. Whenever there is low pressure belt developed, the air around the air from the surrounding comes to feel that pressure. Okay, so that is how the cyclones or the tornadoes are developed. So all these aspects are studied: amount of rainfall, storms, thunders, lightning, and depending upon all these factors, the forecast, that is the weather forecast, is done by the meteorological department. So we can say meteorology includes the study of storm, clouds, rainfall, thunder, lightning, etc. Depending on which the study of such factors, weather forecasts are made. Institutes at work. At worldwide, World Meteorological Organization is been set up. World Meteorological Organization was established by United Nations Organization on 23rd March 1950. This organization plays an important role in food security, water management, transportation, and communication. How? That we will be studying. Okay. See, as I have shown you that based on the weather and the climatic condition, the agricultural production varies. So the food that is consumed by the individual in the particular area also varies. When we talk about security, we all know whenever there are predictions like cyclone is going to happen or earthquake is going, if all these things are sensed earlier, the warnings are given to evacuate the particular area. Now, what is evacuated the particular area? We all know that government bodies are there in all the areas. So if there are cyclones, the government bodies would spread the warning of evacuating, that is movement of the people from the danger zone to the safer area. The people are immediately, as soon as possible, are shifted from the danger zone to the safer area so that the damage that is caused to the life can be lower down. Okay. Then there is a special day celebrated to create the awareness among the general people about the weather and climate. For that, the day, that is 23rd March, when the World Meteorological Organization was established, that day is celebrated as World Meteorological Day. On these days, various activities are conducted in all the institutes to create the awareness about weather, climate, as well as environment in general. In India, we have India Meteorological Department. It is also known as IMD. It was set up by Britishers in 1875 at Shimla. Then they have different branches in different areas, like there are the meteorological department in Pune, then in Mumbai, in Chennai, Kolkata, and Nagpur. These were the 5 to 6 headquarters of the or the head offices of Indian Meteorological Department, set up in the different parts of or different regions of the country to study the weather or the climate of that particular zone. Okay, that is, the country was divided into these 6 zones and the climatic studies or the weather studies was carried out. Now, what work is done by this meteorological department? They continuously keep on reviewing the different climatic factors. Different maps are prepared every day, which indicates daily predictions about the weather, and they are published twice in every 24 hours. So you can see how these people are studying with the help of their computers the different aspects of the climate and making the predictions, preparing the maps which are published in the newspaper, or you can see the forecast on the news channels. Whenever there is a drastic change or a prediction where a damage can be caused to the particular area or to the life of people, the warnings are being given out on the news channel. And every day you get this weather forecast also, like for say for today, Monday, what will be the temperature, what will be the uh, condition, like will it be raining or will it be sunny day, what will be the temperature, minimum temperature, maximum temperature for the entire day. All this forecast is done, and it is done twice in a particular day. In this institute, research goes on continuously on various aspects, like for climatic readings, prediction about climate made using radars, prediction about climate related to seismology, predictions regarding to rainfalls by satellite, air pollution, etc. Now see, these all are the techniques which are used. See, various instruments are used. I have shown you the instruments like barometer, thermometer, water, rainfall, rain gauge, snow gauge. All these instruments are used for taking the readings. Okay. Then even radar system is used for making the climatic conditions or predictions of the climate. Seismology means study of the uh, frequencies of the tectonic plates, that is study about the earthquake is done with the help of seismology, and even satellites are used for weather forecast. The Indian Meteorological Department provides important information regarding weather and climatic conditions to different departments like aviation. You all know whenever the weather is not good, many of the flights are cancelled or the timings of the flights are changed according to the climate. Then shipping industries. Okay, in shipping industry, we all know there are merchant navy. They are which carry out the transport operations for export and import. Then there are ferries or the ships which carry the people. Okay, so even the forecast of weather is essential for this shipping industry, because if the climate is not good, it would be danger to be in the sea. We all know before the rainy season, all the boats are taken out. Even the fisheries is been stopped in this season because the uh, cycles of the water cycles in the or the what oceanic currents that are generated in the ocean during the monsoon season especially are very harsh, which can cause damage to the life of the fishers or the general people. So during this monsoon season, the shipping industries is at halt, or the shipping activities takes place very slowly. Then it is also essential for the agricultural activities, irrigation activities, marine oil exploration, for fisheries, and also for general people. Okay, we all know whenever there is heavy rain, the trains are stopped, and then it becomes the areas get choked. So the warnings are given to be at home, to stay at home. Offices or the schools are uh, given switch off early so that people can reach home safely. Okay, so the predictions or the forecast done by Indian Meteorological Department is very essential for all of these industries, or even for the general people. Now, for doing these predictions regarding any calamities or the weather and climatic conditions, they are communicated with various departments, as I have shown you, and all types of mass communication medias and all the citizens. Predictions about the calamities like if there are conditions of having dust storms, sandstorms, or the heavy rainfall and cyclones. Predictions about the tsunamis, that are the large waves in the ocean. Then about the cyclones, and also about the hailstone rain. Now, what is hailstone rain? You must have seen it sometime or even heard in the news channel during the in between the winter and rainy season, especially the big drops of snow, ice drops fall from the rain, which is known as hailstone. So all these are the different climatic conditions which are predicted by the environment. Now, why is it called as calamities? Because see, whichever climatic condition is responsible or can cause damage to the life or even to the uh, non-living aspects, like the buildings are destroyed, the roads are destroyed. So whichever climatic factors that can cause damage to the life or the infrastructure in the particular area, they are known as calamities. So predictions about these calamities are done by meteorological department to warn the people, and at least to save the life of people as much as possible. Okay. Now, for For all these purpose, that is for study of the various climatic conditions, for making the predictions, to warning the people about the calamities. There are various satellites that are being launched by different countries. Now, in this, especially for weather forecast, there are two type of satellites that are being launched by different countries. One is the geostationary satellite. Now you can see this satellite is moving at the speed of the Earth. Okay. So this type of satellite, which keeps on rotating along with the Earth at the same speed that of the Earth, they are known as geostationary. It is stable and focusing on same particular area. They are known as geostationary satellites. And the second are polar orbiting satellites. Now, what are polar orbiting satellites? This will keep on moving around the Earth throughout the day and giving the forecast worldwide. That is, whatever the climatic changes are taking place throughout the world, they have been studied by the process of polar satellite. Observatories have been set up by the meteorological department. In these observatories are well equipped with all the types of equipment to study the different aspects of the environment so that the forecast can be done. Whatever results are being observed, whatever activities are being observed, they are recorded and they are analyzed, and then the weather forecast is done. Okay, so these are the satellite which will receive the uh, waves that are given out by this satellite orbiting around the Earth, and then it is telecasted on the news channels or the mass media. Now, to study this weather or to make the weather prediction, various models have been generated from time to time since the meteorological departments have been set up. Now, let us focus on these models of weather prediction. Okay. Now, first, meet the person who was responsible for the setup of Indian Meteorological Department, and that was Sir H.F. Blandford. He was the one who set up the meteorological department in India, which was done after the famine of 1877. Now, just in short, let me tell about the famine of 1877. It was a time when India was facing a severe drought, shortage of water. Now we all know agricultural crops depends upon the water. If there is no production of crops, if there are no plants, temperature of the earth is rising, and people and the animals will not get their food, and many times there are forest fire and all. So many people started dying due to starvation because the food production was hampered because of due to the famine. Now, and it was continuously done since 1875, 76, and 78. So all the people and even the British officers who were ruling India that time were intense that how to run the country or how to save the life of people from this famine. So it was done by H.F. Blandford. He set up an institute which will study the changes in the climate or the weather so that whatever loss is caused, see, the changes are going to happen and it is definitely going to damage. But what we have to try or what meteorological department try is by warning or by predicting the weather and climatic conditions, they help us to minimize the loss that will be caused due to different types of calamities or the famine. Okay, so for that purpose he studied the snowfall. Okay, as only one factor was considered during his time. He considered the snowfall as the factor in the Himalayas as the parameter for prediction for the weather forecast. Okay, because the first institute was set up in Shimla. So the parameter of snowfall in the Himalayan ranges was considered during his time. Then slowly, the improvement took place. More and more departments were set up. And there was another person after H.F. Walford, and he was Dr. Sir Gilbert Walker. Now, he was working in the meteorological department in 1930s, in that era. What he did, he underlined the relationship between various worldwide climatic factors and Indian monsoon. Okay, so he start comparison. He start comparing the climatic factors in the entire world with the Indian monsoon. And based on this monsoon and the other climatic factors worldwide, he started observations, he made recordings, and then he set up the relation and put forth his hypothesis, which we know as forecast. Okay, as his studies was based on Indian monsoon. Now, the entire India was considered, the monsoon in the entire India was considered. Hence, this model was known as monsoon model. Okay, then again the development began, and in 1990s, since 1990s to 2002, Vasant Rao Govarikar was the person who worked on this monsoon model, and he considered not only the monsoon but the other 16 parameters worldwide. Okay, 16 parameters. Which parameters? Temperature, rainfall, snowfall, humidity, air pressure, wind speed. Okay, all these are the parameters. So, like this, 16 parameters were considered and studied in accordance to the Indian monsoon. From when to when it was done? It was done since 1990s to 2002. And the person behind this model was Dr. Vasantrao Govarikar. Okay. Then again the advancement began, and new technologies were developing. Mathematical model, or the which was also known as dynamic model, was developed by the scientist. Now, what was done in this model? Forecasts are made with the help of mathematical models which take into account estimates of current weather related events and ongoing physical interactions between them. Okay, so what was considered? Current weather related event with the physical interactions between them. That is the relation of temperature with the rainfall, relation of the environmental damage with the rainfall, and so on. This all was done on the basis of mathematical equations. Okay, so data about current climatic parameters in mathematically analyzed with the help of Param supercomputer. Now these are the Param supercomputers. Sorry. Sorry. These are the Param supercomputers which are used for analyzing such a huge data about different parameters mathematically. Various mathematical models based upon daily geographic events are developed by the supercomputer technology. So, by the advancement in the computer technology, new technique of weather forecast was developed, and now the help of technology was also considered in the weather forecast. Then statistical model was developed. Now see, when we say about statistical model, you have studied in your maths. Okay, there is a data is collected, data is analyzed, and then comparative charts are being prepared. Okay, these are known as mathematical, or sorry, the statistical models. Okay, in this model, current climatic observations in a region are compared with earlier parameters such as oceanic temperature, atmospheric pressure, and the nature of monsoon rainfall of several years. This data is comparatively analyzed by statistical method, and predictions are made about the monsoon in the present condition. So the data of previous years with the present climatic condition is compared, and such type of charts are prepared which make us aware about how the pattern of the rainfall or the other climatic factors are changing. See, here you can see the statistical data or the comparison of the monsoon forecast from year 2013 up till year 2018. So by seeing these bar graphs, you can clearly see how the rainfall, the average rainfall has increased or reduced per year based on the statistical model. Okay, this is about the rainfall. If you see this chart, it it is the it is about the comparison of temperature and the precipitation. Now precipitation is again the amount of rainfall. So the bar chart that you see is showing the amount of rainfall, whereas the line graphs that you see, they show the temperature variations. Okay, so that is how the whatever data about the different parameter is gathered by the scientists, they are represented with the help of chart, and comparative studies of different parameters for many years back is done, and then based on that the present weather or climatic conditions are predicted by the scientists. So this is how statistical model works. Now, it was observed that only one model is not enough for the prediction of the climatic conditions of particular area. So in the present scenario, the scientists over the world are using holistic model. Now, what is holistic model? Holistic means inclusion of all. That is monsoon model, mathematical model, statistical model. All these models are mixed and they are used for the weather forecast. Yes, the scientists are using the monsoon model. They are collecting the data. They are comparing it. They are calculating it mathematically, and they are preparing the charts for the comparison, and then the prediction is done. When all these techniques are used up all together for the predictions, it is known as holistic model. In this model, predictions are based upon those parameters used in other models which have the greatest effect. Okay, now say if temperature shows greater effect on monsoon, then that parameter is considered. If wind pressure has greatest effect on the monsoon, then that parameter is considered. So that the wind speed is been considered, or the atmospheric pressure is considered. So in all the three models, whichever parameter is having greatest impact on the monsoon or the rainfall, they are considered for the predictions. Nowadays, predictions declared by IMD are the collective outcomes of various models. This is called as holistic model. Okay, so see, in this picture you can see data is collected, that data is stored in the computer, it is calculated mathematically, then the charts are prepared. Okay, that is the data collected is interpreted, comparative charts are prepared, then based on that comparison, the weather forecast is made, which is then communicated to the different medias like news channels, webs, SMS, or emails. So this is all about holistic model. Remember, holistic meaning using all the different models, all the aspects using different model together for prediction of the monsoon conditions. Any meteorological department or any meteorological model depends upon the interrelationship between parameters. We all know all the biotic and abiotic factors are interrelated, right? All the abiotic factors are also interrelated among themselves. Temperature, wind pressure, wind speed, rainfall, snowfall, humidity in the atmosphere, water cycle, all these are interlinked with each other. You cannot separate them completely from each other. Okay, so it is the interrelationship between parameter used in that model and the result expected from it. However, as these interrelationships with reference to ocean and atmosphere are never constant, okay, because the
Hello, sir.
oceanic currents, they keep on changing, the atmospheric condition, they keep on changing, so they are never
Hello.
constant. Yes, sir.
Sorry. Continue.
And hence the meteorological models also need to be changed continuously. Okay, we have seen so many models. Why are these changing? It is changing because all the parameters keep on changing. Now, based on the changes that are occurring in the parameters in the atmosphere, the scientists find it difficult to predict, and hence the models keep on changing and new techniques are being utilized for the forecast. So now just quickly recap what we have studied today. Students, today we have studied about the importance of the weather or climatic conditions in the day-to-day life. And as the climate is so important, institutes have been set up by the government to make the predictions or forecast about the weather and climate for the general people. These institutes are known as meteorology, meteorological department, and this study is known as meteorology. So what is meteorology? It is a science that studies the interrelationship between various components of air, natural cycles, geological movements, and the earth and climate is known as meteorology. It includes studies of different calamities like storm, clouds, rainfall, thunder, lightning, and even the seismology. Depending upon the study of such factors, weather forecasts are made. They are useful to common people, farmers, fisheries, aviation services, water transport, and various other organizations to carry out their day-to-day activity. We have studied about the work done by Indian Meteorological Department. What do they do? Maps are prepared every day, which indicates the daily predictions about the weather. And these maps are published twice within the 24 hours. In this institute, research is carried out continuously using various instruments for climatic readings. Predictions about climates are made using radar. Then about climate related to seismology, predictions regarding rainfall by satellites and air pollution or the different kind of pollutions, etc. Indian Meteorological Department also predicts regarding different calamities to save the people or to prevent the loss caused due to the calamities. Lastly, we have studied about different models of weather predictions, in which we studied about the monsoon model. First monsoon model was developed by Sir H.F. Balfour, who was the founder of Indian Meteorological Department. As in that day, Britishers have set up the Institute of Meteorological Department in Shimla. Sir H.F. Balfour used the parameter of snowfall in the Himalayan ranges for prediction of monsoon. Then slowly, as the time and the technology is advanced, the director of Indian Meteorological Department, they started using the parameters of the atmosphere worldwide and comparing it with the monsoon, that is Indian monsoons. And lastly, in the monsoon model, we have seen the model developed by Dr. Vasant Govarikar, which studies the 16 different parameters worldwide and comparing it with the Indian monsoon and using it for predictions of the monsoon. Then, as the advancement has occurred, we have studied about the mathematical model or the dynamic model, in which the different parameters worldwide are compared with the Indian monsoons, and with the help of mathematical derivations and the mathematical operations carried out with the help of computers technique or the technology, that is using Param supercomputer, the calculations about the monsoon predictions are done or the weather forecast is done. Then statistical model was developed by scientists, in which the data of different parameter is recorded. They are represented graphically, and comparative analysis of all the factors with the world and the India is done, and then the weather is predicted. And lastly, the holistic model was developed, which includes the parameter in all this model which has greatest impact on the Indian monsoon, and that is studied in comparison to not only the present atmospheric condition or the weather condition, but also the past conditions for say about 10 years. The comparative study is done, and then the weather forecast is done. So this is known as holistic model because it includes the techniques utilized in all the models. That is study of the different parameters, comparing it with the different world parameters of the climate worldwide with the Indian, and calculating it mathematically with the help of modern technology, and then doing the predictions about the climate and the weather forecast. This is known as holistic model. So thank you students for watching. I hope you are clear about the meteorology, the branch of meteorology, the institute that works for meteorology, the functions carried or the work done by the meteorological department, and the different models that are used for weather
School बंद है ना?
forecast. Okay. If in case you have any doubt, we all can have the discussion. Anyone has any doubt? Sir, I have completed my lecture. So if in case no one has doubt, we can stop.
Yes, teacher, we can stop here.